welcome everybody to another episode of the Jack of All Trivia Inner Geekdom division. We got an exciting match for you guys today. Battle for a number one contendership here of two of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. There's not going to be a lot of trash talk. It's going to be a lot of respect and fun. But before we go ahead and introduce those guys, I'm going to introduce my good friend, my producer, my partner in crime, Tim TM Smith. What's up, man?
Oh, not too much. Just waiting for this friendly gentleman's match. Which, if it gets too boring, we'll just throw in slander to get them heated up. So, but yeah, it's going to be a nice gentlemanly match with these guys. I know Sandy very well with TV. I can't wait to get him back in there after this whole tournament's done for the returning matches. And RJ, yeah, I know him very well, unfortunately. Congratulations, sir. But I can't wait to get in this match to see how well they do. So I'm ready to get started when you are.
Awesome. Yeah, this is going to be super exciting. We got Sandy the Sandman Robinson versus, like you said before, the Red Ranger, RJ Villarreal. This is going to be a lot of fun. Tim, why don't you go ahead and do the intro, or not the intros, the interviews.
All right. With that, let's start with the Red Ranger that I know very well from our many Power Rangers talks and our Power Rangers match that took about 500 years in the making. And he is only the Red Ranger until he starts drinking. Then he becomes a White Ranger. He is RJ himself. RJ, how you feeling getting ready for this match? This is a tough opponent. You know this opponent very well from the previous tournament we have. What's going through your mind preparing for this match with Sandy?
First of all, you guys caught me feeling naked because I don't have my trademark hat like I usually do for matches. But, I'm going to have to live with that. But it's just fun getting back in the ring. I have not had a match since the tournament where I immediately failed against Chance because I gave up. I'll admit it. I gave up before the match even started. I knew I was going up against Chance, and I thought I didn't have a prayer. And looking back on it, had I gone in with a little bit more confidence, you could have seen a different number one contenders match at that time. It could have been me and Alex. I don't care what Chance says. It could have been me and Alex. But you know what? Here I am, surprisingly back in the fight for a number one contendership and against the last person I had a really good fight against. Never have a bad thing to say about Sandy except screw Star Trek. And y'all think it's going to be boring. If anybody pulls Star Trek, any Star Trek question is answered. I'll make it a little fun for you guys because I'm going to show how I really feel about Star Trek.
And don't worry, RJ. I'll help you represent. I'll hold up some Power Rangers packaging to help you with the hat. So,
all right.
Also, if you're a fan of collectibles, another sellout moment. eBay is the best way to go with collectibles. Trust me, that's where I find mine with a really good price, really good deal, really good offers. But that shameless Power Rangers promotion. Let's go to RJ's opponent, Sandy. Sandy, you have. I think your last match for Inter was a save at the tournament, and you faced RJ, I do believe.
Yeah, and you kicked my ass.
Yeah, and
that is
I wouldn't say. Yeah, I'd say that was still a good, strong match. I wouldn't call it an ass kicking or anything. But how have you gone into? Because I know since the free for all, you've been like a freaking man on a mission. Just that look in your eyes, kind of like a Rocky II look when he's about ready to just take Apollo for all he's worth. But how you feeling coming into this for prep wise, and how you feeling facing a tough opponent with RJ again?
Well, Tim, thanks for that. You know what? Going into the last match, for that number one contender spot against Chance or Alex, I really thought I had a good shot, but I absolutely knew that RJ was nobody to sleep on. The old round 3 bit me in the ass in that one. I'll never, ever, ever forget those clues or that or that movie ever again. But the simple fact is that RJ beat me. He deserved to beat me. And then after that, I kind of looked in the mirror and reflected a little bit and said, you know what? I know this stuff. I got to take this stuff a little bit more seriously. Went into the free for all, pulled every single horseshoe out of every orifice I possibly could find, and ended up winning that. Nobody was more shocked than I was. Had my Andraco moment when I got rid of a ton of massive competitors, and then just lucked out with some good questions. And I will say this for the record: I want to thank whoever wrote all the wrestling questions, because that saved my bacon so many times. Because I know wrestling, I don't know that much about wrestling that deep, but I am. The fire's been relit, and I'm looking forward to this match. Looking forward to playing with my buddy RJ and here with you guys, and getting on with seeing how I do. That's all I can do.
Yeah. And you can also thank Haven for those wrestling questions. He made them pretty straightforward and easy for everybody to give everybody an equal footing on that, no matter what some criticism of those might be. But we're not here for that. We're here for this great match with you and RJ, and I can't wait to get into it. So let's throw it back to Caleb, get these guys properly in the ring where they're ready to duke it out and knock each other's lights out. Really not. They're going to be very friendly, but I want to try to throw something in here to make them like rapid fighters get to the ring. But go ahead, Caleb.
It's going to be one of those matches where, they both like each other, but like hopefully we're going to see a little blood. I mean, they're both wearing red, so.
Yeah, that's true. But so did Deadpool. That was to hide the blood. So we'll see.
That's true. All right, guys, let's get going. Introducing first, with a record of 3-2, with 1 KO and 2 TKOs. He's representing the Atomic Nation and Team 80s. He is Sandy, the Sandman Robinson. Woo! And his opponent, representing the Brotherhood Without Banners, he's got a record of 3-3 with 1 KO and 1 TKO. He is the Red Ranger, RJ Villarreal.
I was totally joking about the Banners thing. That's hilarious.
That's great.
Oh,
Well, too bad in there now.
okay.
All right, guys. Round 1 is going to work like this. You've all been here before, but in case there's somebody watching who hasn't, I'll explain it. You'll get 8 questions from randomly selected categories in the Inner Geekdom. You will have 15 seconds to write down your answers on your whiteboards or paper or what have you. I know RJ upgraded to a whiteboard, so
I finally did.
We're so proud. Once you've written that down and the 15 seconds is up, we'll call on you, and when you're called upon, please show your answer and also verbalize that answer. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing, and there's no stealing in round 1. Each competitor has 3 repeats. 3 repeats and 1 challenge. Everybody got that?
You got it.
Yep.
All right, then let's get it on. Woo. Your first question comes from the category of DC movies. Roll it out with a softball here. What legendary actor played the role of the Joker in Batman the movie?
Yeah, for this level, I'd say it's a gimme, Caleb.
Yeah, I mean, got to go with the classics sometimes. People forget about these ones sometimes.
Oh yeah, we can't put these in like an easier match because they'd probably suffer. But yeah.
Yeah. I know Sandy's gotten a question from this movie before, so let's see how it works out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Damn it.
That's
All
time.
right, that's time. Let's go to Sandy first.
Is it Cesar Romero?
That is correct for 1 point.
Nice.
And RJ, did you pull it?
I surprisingly did. Cesar Romero.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
All right. They know their Batman 66. All right. Your next question comes from the category of the Wizarding World, also known as the Harry Potter franchise. What kind of fantastic beast is the creature that Newt Scamander slings around like a yo-yo in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? What's the creature's name?
That's my thought exactly, RJ, with the whole Harry Potter field.
Oh.
I'll tell you, my brother's a big fan of yo-yoing, and but I still think he'd have a lot of fun
5.
with a monster that he could
3,
rock the cradle with.
2, 1. Hands down.
Hands down. All right, let's go to RJ.
Nothing.
You
Nada.
have the freaking book.
Yeah. All right.
That's her book. That is my girlfriend's book. I don't read that.
All right, Sandy.
I don't know. I said yo-yo.
Oh, incorrect. The correct answer is actually Swooping Evil. It's a Swooping Evil, the little tiny yo-yo thing.
Yeah. Got to watch that movie more.
You don't have to. All right, question number 3 comes from the category of Star Wars. How does Obi-Wan respond to Han Solo when Han calls him a damned fool in the first Star Wars movie?
And we're back to greatness with Star Wars.
Yes. This is a movie that you should never stop watching.
Oh, God, no. Unless it's The Last Jedi.
Well, no, specifically this movie.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time.
All right, let's go to Sandy.
Who's the fool? The one who follows? I can't remember the rest of it.
Ooh. It's close, but I can't accept it. RJ.
I said, bite me.
Incorrect. It would be entertaining to hear Alec Guinness say that, though. The correct answer is who's more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him?
Yep. Damn.
I knew it was something along that, but I wasn't even going to bother.
Yeah, so I would have accepted who's more foolish, but
Oh, okay.
Right now, I do want to report on a very strong streak that will continue is RJ's sarcastic asshole answer streak for 365 games in a row. Congratulations on that record.
well done. I'm proud of you.
That question, good job. It was a good question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, question number 4 now. Question number 4 comes from the category of Middle Earth. Middle Earth. What character from the Lord of the Rings said this quote? I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. Here we go.
So many jokes I can make with these two characters, but we'll keep it clean. I'll leave the jokes for Clerks too.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say you gotta do the Family Guy take the high road like they did with the Greg Louganis jokes.
1. That's time. Maybe, depending on the subject.
All right, let's go to RJ.
Samwise Gamgee.
That is correct. And Sandy,
Sam.
also correct. All right, Tim, that's 4 questions. What's our score look like?
Well, these two are keeping it close pace, neck and neck, with 2 points apiece. So they're shooting back and forth at each other, which I expected nothing less. So with 4 questions left in round 1, let's see if it's going to stay tied up, going back and forth, or we might have a lead pulled out. But we'll see with these last 4 questions.
Yes, indeed. Lots of game still to come. So your next question number 5, comes from the category of the DCEU, the extended universe of DC. What DCEU film is tied with Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End for the second biggest movie budget of all time?
Not adjusted for inflation.
Oh, that's really good.
What DCEU movie spent the most money?
Eh.
I think we ought to give him like 5 more extra seconds to really think about this.
That works.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time. You never think how fast time goes.
That's very true. All right, let's go ahead and go to Sandy.
I said Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Ooh, that's incorrect. And RJ.
I guess Justice League.
Justice League is correct.
He McCougan at that point.
I damn near put it down, and nah.
I was stuck between those two. Believe me, I was the same way. I was like, it's one of them.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there's a Star Trek question coming up. You'll catch up.
Speak of the devil, your next question comes from the category of Star Trek.
God damn it.
Now we cue to RJ's flip out moment. Go ahead, RJ.
That was all on RJ.
All right, fine, give it to me.
It was indeed. All right. So, what character from the crew of the Enterprise is nearly thrown off of Nero's drilling platform by a Romulan warrior in J.J. Abrams' Star Trek?
Very good, memorable scene from this movie. It was a very, very good for it.
Oh yeah, that it was a fun fight scene.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time.
It's down. All right, we're gonna go to RJ.
Was it Kirk?
That is correct.
McCougan again.
James
And
P.
Sandy. He's got it. That's correct. Thought maybe I might trick you guys with that because Sulu almost missed the platform, but we can.
Yeah.
All right, your next question comes from the category of Marvel movies. I'll reiterate this: it's movies that are based on Marvel comics that are not in the MCU. All right. What Buffy the Vampire Slayer actor played Benedict, the leader of a mysterious order of warrior monks who protected Nady and Danny in Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance? Buffy the Vampire Slayer, leader of warrior monks.
Could have picked a worse movie.
Yeah, this one is pretty bad.
Man, it would help if I ever watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That might help a little.
How dare you, sir? 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm gonna get it
1.
Repeat. All right. Sandy's got one repeat now. And the question is, what Buffy the Vampire Slayer actor played Benedict, the leader of a mysterious order of warrior monks who protected Nady and Danny in Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance? The little boy and his mom. That helps.
Granted, at one of those times when Nicolas Cage was trying to get off the IRS's back.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty much his entire career lately, but you know.
Oh, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2,
So straight up guess.
1. Pens down. Please pull this one, Sandy.
All right. I believe we're gonna go to Sandy first.
Is it Nicholas Brandon?
Oh, incorrect. And RJ, did you have anything?
Was it me?
You were in Buffy?
I don't know. Was I in Buffy?
That's
I'm not sure.
incorrect. It's incorrect.
It was actually Anthony Head, Mr. Rupert
Yeah.
Giles himself.
Yep.
And I thought about him too.
Giles.
I wouldn't have known that anyways.
I mean, he's basically playing the same kind of deal in Ghost Rider as he was in Buffy.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, I saw it once and it was terrible.
Yeah, it was not a good movie. All right, your final question now comes from the category of the dreaded video game movies.
That's a thing now? Son of a
It's
bitch.
a thing.
All right.
Where have you been?
It has
know,
been
y'all
a while. All right, here we go. Video game movies. What is the name of the character who is a four-armed lady who serves under Shao Kahn in 1997's Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
Fuck. I love that movie.
It's a good movie. It's a classic.
No, that was the one.
Oh god, if you say award winning, just like Kane brings up a Suicide Squad, Caleb.
I mean, if it won an award, I'm pretty sure it was.
5, 2, 1. That's time.
All right, pens down. Let's go to RJ. Are you able to pull it?
Nah, couldn't remember it.
Nothing. All right, and Sandy, 0. All right, neither of them got it.
Yeah.
The correct answer was Shiva.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I should have fucking wrote something down.
Yep. She got crushed by the giant birdcage.
It was. I thought it was dumb to think her name was She Something. I'm
Yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I used her a lot for the video game, so
It
Yep.
is. Yep. There it is. All right. So that's the end of round 1 there. Tim, break down that score.
all right. After the end of round 1, we finally do have a lead here. RJ coming out with 4 points, Sandy behind him with 3. 1 point game, still anyone's game going into round 2 and 3. So we still have a lot of game to play, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be good.
Yes, indeed. All right. So round number 2 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get a spin of the wheel that Tim is going to pull up with the categories in the Inner Geekdom. And then you will get 4 questions from whichever category. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been gone a long time. This is all it.
Making improvements, man. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, then.
All right.
So then you'll get 4 questions. Each question's worth 2 points. You can check the multiple choice, but then the point value goes down to 1 point, and there is stealing in this round. And since RJ is in the lead, he will get to spin, or he gets to choose whether he'd like to spin first or second.
Oh, definitely let Sandy go first.
He's letting Sandy spin first.
All right, Sandy, you are up at the wheel, but there is no wheel round. Since these two are new back to this, there is no wheel round without a selfless, shameless promotion. And today's is brought by Nautica. Nautica Apparel, Nautica the camo print. Shop online now. Very, very great.
No joke, I'm wearing Nautica jeans right now. No joke. No joke whatsoever.
There we go. We have proper sponsorship from this and proper wearing with one of our competitors.
That's what you
So
call
feel free
kismet.
to help clothe us. We're free to take it. We'll give you our sizes. All right, Sandy, your first spin is in. Landing in Marvel movies. Would you like to take it or throw it back?
I'll spin again.
All right, your second spin. Star Wars.
Wars. All right. Here we go. Star Wars. All right, Sandy, here we go. 4 questions in the category of Star Wars. Your first question is, On what planet are Anakin and Padme married? In the Star Wars prequels.
I don't have to write it down, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Naboo.
That's correct for 2 points.
Nice.
All right. Your next question, question number 2 in the category of Star Wars. What is the cell block number where Leia is being held on the Death Star
Oh my
in
God.
Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope?
Got it. I know it, but I'm going to go multiple choice.
All right, he's going multiple choice. Is it A, AA21, B, AA22, C, AA23, or D, AA24?
I'm going to say AA
I'm sorry? You say that again?
AA24.
Ooh, incorrect. That's for a steal.
Damn, that was my guess. I'll say AA23.
Ooh, that's correct for a big steal
my
there from
God.
RJ.
Wow.
Big
Nice.
1 point steal.
Damn.
Nice.
AA23. That's the answer. Yep. All right. Question number 3 here, Sandy. What phrase does Darth Vader say just before killing the captain of Leia's ship in Star Wars Episode 4?
I'm sorry you broke up there a second.
What phrase does Darth Vader say just before killing the captain of Leia's ship in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, find them and destroy them? B, apology accepted, Captain Nita? C, there will be no one to stop us this time? Or D, if this is a consular ship, where is the ambassador?
D.
That's correct. 1 point there. And your final question is a wordy one, so I apologize. It comes to you from Kane. In the beginning of every Star Wars movie, we see the iconic crawl of text, followed by the camera panning down, with one exception. In which Star Wars movie does the camera pan up after the crawl?
Ooh.
Jesus. Holy crap, I'm going to have to go with multiple choice.
All right, is it A, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones? B, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith? C, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back? Or D, Episode 7, The Force Awakens?
I think that it's Revenge of the Sith.
Ooh, that's incorrect. Chance for a steal here, RJ.
Man, I was hoping he would guess one of the ones I really think it is, because Revenge of the Sith, I know they go down because of the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
It went up.
I'm trying to remember how they each start. I'm going to go with Attack of the Clones.
Another big steal there.
Oh, my God.
RJ with another steal in Star Wars.
Wow, dude.
Oh, my goodness.
He
All right.
has that Makuga luck tonight.
Yeah, he
Yes,
does.
indeed. He's got the Josh Makuga magic. All right, Tim. So after Sandy's round 2, what's our score look like?
After round 2, we have it all tied up with RJ and Sandy right now, tied up with 6 points going into RJ's spin.
Both at 6 points. All right, here we go, RJ.
All right, RJ,
Good wheel, good wheel.
your spin is in.
There's only one way to prove if this is my lucky day.
Wizarding World.
Oh! That's a tough one because I'm confident in it, but I know if I miss anything, Sandy's right on it.
Yep.
But I might get Star Trek. But I might get Middle Earth. Oh. Baby, should I take Harry Potter or spin again? Sandy's really good at Harry Potter. I'm playing Sandy. Okay, spin again.
All right. Listening to his lady right there. Will it pan out?
Smart man. Unless it's Star Trek.
Unless it's Star Trek, then I'm going to kill you.
Scores and soundtracks.
God
Oh, wow.
damn it!
Nah, what?
You relax.
Oh,
God.
boy. All right, Sandy. Or, I mean, not
I like
Sandy.
to
but
challenge.
You ready to steal?
Since I didn't choose to spin again, my girlfriend technically chose to spin again. I would like to keep Harry Potter. I'm just kidding.
I don't think we can give that challenge
Yeah.
to you, but yeah, I know.
I'll let him
Yeah.
challenge.
You
No,
want to let him
it's
steal
fine.
again?
It's fine. Just go ahead. It's
All
fine.
right.
I'll take it.
All right, here we go, RJ. Your first question in scores and soundtracks.
Uh-huh.
What is the name of the song that is sung by Viggo Mortensen on the soundtrack of the third Lord of the Rings film?
Frick! Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, The Two Towers, B, May It Be, C, Into the West, or D, The Return of the King?
It's one or the other. Return of the King.
That's correct for 1 point.
Okay.
There you go.
RJ getting a lead there. Here we go. All right, your next question in scores and soundtracks.
Uh-huh.
What film soundtrack has songs from the Commodores, Roy Ayers, and HLM?
I don't know any of these people. I'm just gonna take a total. Wait, Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, incorrect.
Yeah.
Chance to steal here for Sandy.
I want to use a repeat.
Okay,
All right.
another repeat. And
One left.
the question is, what film's soundtrack has songs from the Commodores, Roy Ayers, and HLM?
He's older than me. He knows these people.
And, you know, one of them's in your thing.
Meh. I would have known anyways.
I'm going to guess because it's just a guess.
Okay.
And I'm going to say
5, 4.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Oh, also incorrect.
If it's Back to the Future, I'm going to kill myself.
It is not Back to the Future.
Okay.
The answer was Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay. I
Yep.
don't feel bad anymore.
Not too bad. All right, RJ, your third question. What song by Spoon played over the scene where Peter is on the train to school at the beginning of Spider-Man Homecoming?
Oh yeah, because who doesn't know Spoon? Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, Blitzkrieg Bop, B, The Underdog, C, Can't You Hear Me Knocking, or D, Hot Thoughts?
B.
His Makuga look is still paying off. That's correct.
Wow.
The Underdog is correct.
Wow.
Okay.
If you go back and watch that movie, it's the song that starts with "I'm the Underdog."
Oh, I just knew it wasn't Blitzkrieg Pop.
Yeah, there you go. All right, and your final question here in scores and soundtracks. And I apologize for this one because this is a tough one.
Oh, great.
What song by the Swedish garage rock band The Hives is featured on the soundtrack of 2002's Spider-Man?
I know this one.
Multiple choice? Because
All right. Is it A, Hero, B, hate to say I told you so. C, walk, idiot, walk. Or D, two timing touch and broken bones. Big
C.
fan of this band. That's incorrect.
I
Chance to
figured as
steal here for Sandy.
I think it's B.
That is correct.
Yes.
1 point steal. Nicely done.
Oh,
Big fan of the Hives. I apologize for that, but I saw them live in concert and they were amazing.
nice.
I was a big fan of this whole soundtrack for Spider-Man. So
Oh, absolutely.
I would like to remind everyone, despite the score, this is a number one contenders match.
That's true.
hey, these are tougher questions for a number one contenders match. I mean,
Oh, well, that makes all the sense.
watch Robert's last match. It shook him up. So
Yep. All right. So that's the end of round 2 there. Tim, what does our score look like?
our score after that is RJ with 8 points, but Sandy right behind him with 7. He will not let go of that. He will keep it within 1 and fight till the bitter end, which we go into round 3, and I guarantee you this is going to be a fucking nail biter.
Absolutely. All right. So, guys, round 3 will work like this. Each competitor will get 2 quotes from a movie from the Inner Geekdom. I will need them to name the actor, the character, and the movie that that quote is from. Excuse me. The actor and the character are worth 1 point, and the movie will be worth 3 points. If you need a little help on your first one, you can ask for one of the answers as a clue, but then you will sacrifice those points. And then after that, if it comes down to it and we still need it, you will get a second quote, which will double your score from your first quote, but you will have to hit all 3 answers to do it. I think that's it. So, since RJ is in the lead, you can choose odds or evens.
Odds.
He's going odds. All right, so Sandy, that means you're gonna get the even questions or the even quotes.
Yep.
And since you're behind, you're gonna get your quote first.
Okay.
So your first quote is: do you want me to take him down, or would you rather send more guys in him? Send in more guys for him to beat up. I apologize. I'll say it again. Do you want me to take him down, or would you rather send in more guys for him to beat up?
Okay, so if I need a hint, I can ask for one of them, right? And whatever one I ask for removes that point total, right?
That's right. Yep.
Release. So we have the date, actor, and
No, the actor, the character, and the movie.
okay. Let's get the actor.
All right. The actor is Jeremy Renner.
So I just have to name the character in the movie?
Yep.
Do I have to write it down or can I say it?
No, just go ahead and say it.
Okay, so it's Hawkeye and Thor.
That's correct for 4 points. 4 points. That takes the lead. That means we're going back to RJ here.
mm-hmm.
Look, buddy.
All right. And RJ, your first quote is: whatever life holds in store for me, I will never forget these words. With great power comes great responsibility. This is my gift, my curse.
I might as well just take a shot in the dark. Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man?
100%.
That's correct.
Hits that 5 points.
5
Nice.
points. Throws it back to Sandy here, who has got to hit and hope that RJ misses. So here we go, Sandy. No clues this time. And your quote is, does it ever wake you up in the middle of the night? The feeling that one day they will pass that foolish law or one just like it and come for you and your children.
Can I get a repeat? My last one.
You got it. Your quote is, does it ever wake you in the middle of the night? The feeling that one day they will pass that foolish law or one just like it and come for you and your children.
Ian McKellen, Magneto, and X-Men.
Wow. That's correct. Another 4 points.
God damn it.
Throws it back to RJ.
Oh,
Ah,
Right.
Jesus.
I knew it was going to come down to this.
And RJ has to hit this
You got
to
it, bud.
win the game.
You got it, man.
Here's your quote, RJ. If you try to escape or play any sort of games with me, I will tase you and watch Super Nanny while you drool on the carpet.
Oh my God. Repeat.
All right. Got 2 more of those left. Your quote is, if you try to escape or play any sort of games with me, I will tase you and watch Super Nanny while you drool into the carpet.
Another repeat.
Okay. If you try to escape or play any sort of games with me, I will tase you and watch Super Nanny while you drool into the carpet.
Nah, I got nothing. I really don't.
Not even a guess? You got it? Come
No,
on.
I really don't. I don't even have a good guess.
All right. Time's up. So that means and your winner, Sandy the Sandman Robinson. Oof, incorrect. Unfortunately, the correct answer was Clark Gregg.
Yeah.
Phil Coulson, Clark Gregg, Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Correct answer.
Wow.
God, I haven't seen that movie in so long. Like, so long.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite characters, Phil Coulson.
Yeah, it's the same here. Like, yeah, before Avengers, I enjoyed seeing him in every movie he popped up in, and I was.
Wow.
Absolutely. All right. So, what a match. Came down to the very last question. That, we like to see that. Tim, if I'm not incorrect, the score was 13-15.
In favor of Sandy, yes.
Absolutely. This is a great match coming in. Why don't you go ahead and take away the interviews with our winner and loser?
All right, let's start with our winner. He is the Sandman, Sandy Robinson, also Mr. Free-for-all winner, winning it by 2 points. You know, taking RJ, making him have to go for that second quote. And Sandy, how you feeling after this? It was a close match all the way through. This is the first question I want to ask. How you feeling after this? Because Renee is like a good rival, a good bitter rival for you, even though he's your best friend. And I mean, he's that strong rival for you. How do you feel finally getting that win?
I got to tell you, I have mixed emotions. You know, right now I'm extraordinarily happy that I won. I am sad that it had to come at the expense of my brother, my compatriot RJ. You know, I know what it feels like to get that last question, and it's creeping around in your head somewhere, and you think you know it, and then you're just like, I have nothing. And then you got to you sit there and wait for the answer to come out. I know it. I've lived it. So, congratulations to RJ. I will play him anytime, anywhere, as many times as possible. And as far as I'm concerned, we're now 1-1 against each other. We still need an RJ versus Sandy 3. Hopefully that'll come up in the future, but I'm going to look forward now to my opponent in the number 1 contenders match. So I'm just happy playing again and happy to come up with the victory.
And now that you mentioned that with the number 1 contenders match, that is something I did. That was the second question I did want to ask. You are going against the Hobbit, Robert Parker himself, who is, as I said before, a J.R. Tolkien encyclopedia. And I mean, for any gaps in the game, I know you'll be hitting the book studying, but do you have any words, anything to say towards your opponent, towards Robert Parker for that match?
Yeah, a lot of people sleep on Robert because his nickname's the Hobbit, so everybody assumes that he's just awesome in Lord of the Rings. But yeah, we had a Harry Potter Iron Man match that went 30 questions deep, and I hosted it. I wrote the questions, and the little Hobbit got 29 out of 30 correct. Like, he's no joke, Harry Potter either. The kid knows his stuff. I am extraordinarily concerned that I have gaps that he will capitalize on. But that being said, I know Robert well enough that I know where his gaps are, and some of those gaps are my strengths. So he's got some studying to do. I've got some studying to do. It's going to be another gentleman match. I like Robert a lot. I think that he's a good kid, and he knows his stuff. And I say kid because I'm 45 years old and he's 11. He's Peter Parker, before he got his Spider-Man powers in high school. So yeah, I love him. He's great. It's going to be a good match. I think whoever wins this match has another tough task in front of them, because that'll be a championship match versus the man, the legend Chance himself.
Yeah, it will be a tough challenge after this with Robert, but to get past this and then going back into the fire, like you said, with Chance, who is 5-0, he is our Energy champion. So it will be for whoever wins that number 1 contenders match. It will be still a long road ahead to get to that title. But I mean, you also do have the keys to the kingdom with that free-for-all victory. So I mean, Sandy, I do have to ask that. Will that come in play sometime down the road within one of these 5 divisions? I mean, I do have to keep prodding with that because it is an interesting scenario.
It is. And I mean, if anybody knows wrestling, if anybody watches wrestling, if anybody, watches, the Schmodown, like I know we all do, you get that briefcase, you get that guaranteed contract at the Royal Rumble, you get that, it's always nice to have that in your back pocket, right? It's nice. Am I going to use it? Of course I'm going to use it. When am I going to use it? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, let's take it one step at a time and see how well the match between me and Robert goes. I may not need it right away, or I could use it if I'm so lucky to, get past Robert and on to Chance. Who knows? I may be able to use it on a second championship title reign. But it's an interesting scenario. I'm very, very fortunate and lucky to have that golden ticket from the event. But my main task right now is to A, prepare for Robert, and B, can once again congratulate my friend RJ in a well fought match today. And I'm just tickled.
From our winner, strong words as always, and I can't wait to see you go against Robert in that number one contender match. So congratulations again, Sandy. And we go to our unfortunate loser, the Red Ranger, RJ. RJ, you fought all the way. You took it to that last quote in the third round. I had that feeling that you were going to have it, that it was going to come to you. But I mean, what happened? What was going through your mind with that? Like run us down. What happened there?
Well, one, I should have picked evens. I can tell you that much. I should have picked evens. This would have been a very different game. But it just it sucks because once you get to the second quote, you can't ask for clues, and I was only 2 points behind. I could have got if I was allowed to get clues, I could have at least got a clue, and that definitely would have helped me for that answer. But it was just I hadn't seen that movie in so long that I couldn't pull it. I really couldn't. Like I used 2 repeats, and most people might have just used all the repeats, but after 2, it was like no, like it's not coming to me. I don't see it. That's why you try to save your repeats for this round, because you want to keep hearing that quote because repetition helps. But
yep.
It just, it was just one of those times where it's just like I couldn't find it in my memory bank. It wasn't there. The second round didn't help. That was my chance to take a bigger lead, and just a bad spin. I probably shouldn't have been so scared of Sandy and just stuck with Harry Potter. I probably could have got more points. But yeah, I mean, it's just, sometimes you try to play safe and it doesn't work out. But you know what? You can't do anything but keep trying. Like I said, if I'm going to lose to anybody, I'd rather lose to Sandy because he's not a dick.
Yeah.
He's not jumping up. He's not jumping up and celebrating. I mean, he might if he could, but his back is hurt. But inside, he's jumping in. But like I said, he's a good guy. I don't mind losing to Sandy. Like he said, we're 1-1. Both times it's come down to the last question for us, and it's come down to one of us just not having it. And so I can't take anything away from it. I've accepted that I'm the Makuga of this Inner Geekdom League. So being 3-4 now is no real bother. I just have to play somebody else to make it 4-4 again, and keep my record at least tied, have as many wins as much as I lose, and I like being a 50-50 player, so I'll be quite okay with it.
Yeah, and like I said, I know you'll have another match in the works sooner or later because I know we always keep that up with the scheduling. And like I said, with this one, it was a hard fought match with both of you guys, and that's always the best matches when it comes all the way down to round 3. And like you said, round 2 didn't really help either side, but you still held that lead going into 3, and that second quote was just that killer, I guess. But I guess the second question for you is, I know we covered it a little bit with the win-losses, but what do you see yourself rebounding after this, coming back strong? Because I know you'd probably still be close to being up there with your record, with what you've done. So I mean, do you see yourself rebounding quickly in your next match to get back up there to maybe have a Sandy versus RJ for the title, maybe for Sandy RJ 3?
For the title, absolutely not. Not for the title. I have a long way to go before I get back anywhere near the title. Obviously, if I can keep myself in the top 8 next time we have a tournament coming around, I can, take my chances there. But as for next matches, I mean, there's a lot more competitors here than there were when me and Sandy went up against each other. When we were top 10, there were about only 10 of us.
Yeah,
now
that is true.
Now we're starting to there's almost double that number. So it's not as easy as it was back then to stay in the top 10. So obviously I have to keep playing. And it all depends on who I get, because I wear no shame. Like everyone here knows me as the Makuga. I guess half of the time I'm guessing my way through these things. My one strength has probably been Lord of the Rings, but there's way stronger Lord of the Rings competitors now in this league, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. So it depends on who I get. However, I do have to say one thing, because I know he's had a rough time, but I know I had to have this match because y'all were looking for a number one contender. But there is, unfortunately, and I hate to bring this up, I so hate this. There is, unfortunately, still some unfinished business.
I see where this is going. I
With
think I see
Boric.
where this is going.
I told him after the tournament, after everything went through, that I would give him the chance, because we are, in fact, 1-1, and I beat him to be in that tournament. But I told him after all my obligated matches that my next match would be against him. So unfortunately, as much as I hate to do it, but I'm just such a good guy, my next match has to be Mark.
I mean, we'd have to look in that, because I know
he doesn't have the record to support it, but a promise is a promise. And Caleb was there when I made that promise. And
I was.
Unfortunately, I have reached the point where I have completed all obligated matches relating to title contention. So now that I'm back in regular match format, unfortunately, I might have to wait for Mark before I can play anybody else.
Oh boy.
Well, I think we'll cross that road when we get to it. I had a feeling with that, because I remember being there for that rivalry. I remember being there for
rivalry. Nothing. That was him. I didn't do shit.
I wasn't trying to put no blame on anybody. That's why I said rivalry, RJ. I know it was his fault. I know how he gets. I'm his fucking partner. I know.
I didn't want to play Mark. Y'all wanted me to play Mark.
I was just feeding the fire towards him. But I don't think he's worried too much with you anymore, because he has a new man he's obsessed with the King Caleb Coho. But
that's true.
I think you're safe
that
there.
Guy down a peg. That'd be fun. Can I get a triple threat? Can I just beat both of them?
Well, there's something in the works where there's something in the works where we'll work to see how many stones and nests and birds and whatever that phrase is. See how many we can get there.
RJ's just swinging the bat, man. He's just swinging it.
It's like Nico days. It really is with RJ right now.
Yes,
but I mean, RJ, it was a hard fought match, and you were so close to having it. But I know we'll see more of you back. I definitely know that, because you're still a strong competitor in this league, and with close to 30 people, like there is more competition in here, but you're still up there, close in that top. So you're still up there. There's no facing away from that. But with the interviews out of the way, I throw it back to our host.
Can I say one last thing? I have some words for Robert.
Okay.
You must be very afraid. Be very afraid of the Sandman. This man barely has any gaps. And one of his biggest strengths is the one that most of our top competitors will struggle with. And you think you may have something over him. You don't. You really don't. You think you may have Middle Earth over him? I'm telling you right now, I'm going to coach this man. And you can ask any of the admins here. You may be better at me than Middle Earth, but I'm still one of the top ranked in Middle Earth. And I'm going to teach this man everything I know to where he will not fear you in that. But you have every reason to fear this man with anything that has to do galaxies far, far away or venturing where men have never ventured before. That's all I have to say. I just want to get that out of the way, that this number one contenders match is just Sandy taking a step to chance. That's how I feel about it.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Good stuff. I think if RJ
Sandy doesn't talk shit, I'm gonna be his hype man.
there you go. I was gonna say you could maybe be a little mouthpiece for Sandy over here, a little manager.
Everyone needs a Paul Heyman. Everybody needs a Paul Heyman.
I will be your Paul Heyman.
Heck yeah. Wow. That was awesome. A great match. Very interesting interviews. I think there's definitely some things that could be moved around and worked out to make RJ kind of happy, and maybe a couple other people. And Sandy just coming in again, winning like he does. He's a beast, and I can't wait to see what happens now. I want to say he's only our second competitor to get above 4 wins, and the other person was Chance. So it's pretty epic, man. This is a match. Maybe it wasn't super reflected in the scores. It's certainly not the highest scoring match we've ever had. But that's what happens. Neither of them hit their strengths in round 2. And but strong performances in round 1 and 3, taking it down to the last quote in round 3. It was a great match. I loved every minute of it. Always love to see these guys play.
Yeah, and also to say, like, I wouldn't even say just in round 1 and round 3, because with competitors as well, you're not always going to hit your strengths. You always have to be prepared for that oh shit factor. And both of these guys were prepared for that oh shit factor today, because round 2 was still just as close as round 1 and as round 3. They kept that within each other to make sure they were still in the game. So, it's always impressive to see somebody hit their strengths, but it's also very impressive to see how they deal when they don't have their strengths and they hit that oh shit factor. These guys hit that. I think Sandy was probably more comfortable with Star Trek than RJ was with scores and soundtracks by the sound of it. But they still kept it close. And that's what you always prepare for, is that how are you going to do under that pressure? And I think all 3 rounds speak for themselves, and to see why these two are ranked so high. And it's a testament to how good these two are for this match. I really think overall through all 3 rounds.
Absolutely. You're right. I guess I was just saying in terms of the fuck it, we'll cut this out. That was a great match. And with that, I think we'll go around and get the plugs, and we'll get out of here. So we'll go first to our unfortunate loser, RJ. Where can people find you if you should choose to be found?
I don't mind being found. All you guys, whatever, come at me. I don't care. I like playing. I do this for the fun. So you can find me on Facebook, Renee Marial Jr. You can find me on Full Metal Media. Sometimes I host. Sometimes I just stand there and say stupid things.
Never.
That's my favorite thing to do. And if you actually want to see me win a match, check out on Full Metal Media the Power Rangers Iron Man match. That was really fun with me, Ryan, and Tim. Check that out.
Good stuff. All right, and let's go to our triumphant winner going into the number 1 contenders match against Robert. Sandy, where can people find you?
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. You guys can all find me at Full Metal Media, whether or not that's on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. You can also find Renee hosting with Jeremy the Adam Adams. You can find him hosting Nostalgia Goggles.
Yeah, I should probably do my own plug, and I always forget to.
That's right. But you can find a bunch of content, and you can see yours truly hosting a match with this host over here on the far right, Mr. Caleb. He'll be playing in a match tonight to try to get himself into our last spot tournament. So tune in for that tonight, 9 East. And other than that, I'm all good to go.
Good stuff. And last but not least, or at least before me, go ahead and Tim, tell the people where to find you.
Before I do that, I do want to throw out a little promo of my own because I am stepping in the ring very soon. And with me stepping in the ring, I'm going to work my way up to it. But RJ, I didn't forget that Power Rangers loss. That hurt me. That ate my fucking soul. And you were fucking hammered, and it pissed me off.
I wasn't that hammered. Can I just put that out there, people? I don't actually only play drunk. Well drunk. I just want to put that out there. That was their fault. You blamed the other admins of Full Metal Media. That was their request. Continue.
But I don't take losses lightly. And me entering Inner Geekdom, we're on fair footing, my friend. I'm coming for that ass. So you might want to go through Mark first. Good luck with that. But unlike Mark, I can back my mouth up in IG and not have a record of 1-50.
Is this what you want? This is right there.
Let's just say I'm coming for the Red Ranger. But you can find me here. You can find me here on Jack of All Trivia on Facebook, on YouTube. We are now on Twitter and Instagram. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Help us get great content out, just like this match, to you guys, the viewers. And that's where you can find me. And also within this coming Sunday, the TV championship match with Chance versus Mark. We're going to see who walks away with that title. It's going to be a good one, but that's where you can find me.
Awesome. All right. And last but not least, again, I guess me. I am on Facebook, Caleb H, or on Twitter at the Caleb Hansen. I promise I'll start tweeting now that Jack of All Trivia has Twitter. But besides that, you can check out my band, the Beta Waves. We've got new videos from our last show that we just did, some new music coming up on our Bandcamp. Check us out. We're the Beta Waves on Facebook, and that's all my plugs. Check out Jack of All Trivia. All those people watching, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Facebook. Give us a message, and we'll get you in a match as soon as possible. And that's it. So, as always, that's RJ. That's Sandy. That's Tim. I'm Mashed Potatoes. Peace out.